morning, everyone. So I have to run from one meeting to another. I miss online meetings because you can do meetings anywhere. But now you have to move to one place to another. But I really miss this face-to-face events like this. And thank you again, Rebecca and Richard, for inviting us. In the past, I always speak and join Asia CEO Forum during my private life. But now I'm in the government, but allow me to share some of the insights and some of the things that we're doing in the ICT. So in behalf of the Department of Information and Communications Technology, I would like to speak with you. And I see a lot of beautiful faces, good friends here. I can see Gay, I can see Ed, and a lot of good friends. So, well, we had a lot of workshop with BSP, including Bureau of Treasury, Land Bank, Union Bank, and other partners. And we see that there are things that we could really work together. Especially the government is now focusing on a government as a service. So meaning we're focusing more on how the government can help also businesses to thrive and to have more ease of doing business. So I prepared several slides just to give you an insights of what we do in the ICT. So for the moment, we are assisting around 400 government agencies, including 1,600 local government units. So we're also assisting around 108 GOCCs and around 100 SUCs. So not only national government, local government, we also assist GOCCs, including state and universities. So our mandate is quite, if I may say, enormous, because we are not just primary policy, but we do also do implementation and also administration. So meaning we assist, we develop, we implement, and then we need to administer at the same time. So it's quite a massive assistance. And take note that the ICT is not a sectoral department. So meaning, example, if you are Department of Agriculture, you focus more on agriculture. If you're Department of Trade and Industry, you focus more on trade industry. But the ICT need to assist everyone. So that is the difference of the ICT compared to any other department. And take note that the ICT is a very young department. 7 years of its existence. And out of that 7 years existence, take note that bale 5 secretary na po ang nagdaan. So 5 secretaries already in the ICT. But I'm proud to say that we're able to structure the ICT in a way it should be. And we're so lucky and we're so blessed that the President is a very tech-savvy. I believe that for the first time, we have a tech-savvy President, in my own opinion. And is very well-versed in terms of digitalization. And he instructed the ICT to really digitalize and to make sure that we need to digitalize now, not tomorrow. So the ICT is really very busy, and we're doing a lot of things. I will mention some of the things that we're doing now today, just to give you a little bit of a smile that we've done already, things that it will be more a citizen impact to Filipinos. So we're also focusing more on implementing another bill. Hopefully it will be approved by Senate next year. This is called the E-Governance Act. So this was approved by Congress already, so it's in Senate. It comes with so many beautiful provisions. Number one there is to raise the salary of information technology professionals, because joining the government as an IT professional, it's not really enticing. The compensation is really low. So we need to make sure that we're able to establish that continuity by bringing more talents in the government. Without talents in the government, if no one would like to stay in the government, there will be no continuity. And that's part of the E-Governance Act and other more provisions. We're also partnered with the ARTA, the Anti-Red Tape Authority, for ease of doing business. So basically, their job is to simplify process. They go to a certain agency. If the agency is too complex, too complicated, let's say their step is from maybe 1 to 10 step, they simplify that into 1, 2, 3, then they go to us and we do the simplification, implementation, and administration. So that's the time that we do the development and implementation. So what's the sense of implementing manual 1 to 10 steps, and you still computerize it into 1 to 10 steps. So nothing changes. So you need to simplify, because we believe that innovation is also simplification, right? So that's ease of doing business. So we launched a lot of systems. For the past 12 months of our stay in the ICT, we successfully launched around 12 platforms. One of the biggest platforms is called the e-government platform. So sometimes they misinterpret the e-government super app and the e-government platform. That's totally different platform. The e-government platform is basically the, if this is the ground or this is the village, we fix the ground first. So what are the things that we've done there? The foundation. So we're able to build a strong foundation so that whatever we build on top of that foundation, it will not collapse. Because if you try to look at the situation in the past, most of the technology being implemented in the past, you count 1 or 2 years, you cannot see any more of those systems. It's like everything is like ningas kugon. Yeah? We start and then later on, nawala. Diba? Picture taking, mamaya, wala ulit. So there's no continuity. So what we've done is, as a computer programmer myself, so we fixed first the foundation. It's called the e-government platform. And we build on top of it. And one of the success story here is the ELGU. So we built ELGU, and later on I will show you the success story of ELGU. We have the e-travel, is also part of our e-government platform. The eGovPay, we successfully pilot launched this 3 months ago. We're now powering around 200 LGUs and several NGAs. The eGov Cloud is also a big success. The e-report is also a big success in partnership with PNP and DSWD. And as you know, we launched also, hopefully it can be called the real super app. Singapore, they have their own SingPass super app. Now the Philippines, we have the eGov super app. Yeah? So I hope some of you are using the eGov app already. But allow me to show you some of the things that we've done. So last year, we launched the electronic local government. And I'm proud to say that this is already implemented to more than 700 LGUs. Imagine that. That's out of 1,600 LGUs. People don't need anymore to go and fall in line to the respective municipal halls or city halls to apply for their business permit, community taxes, local civil registry, and other permits like sanitary permit, building permit, construction permit, and the like. So they can now do that in the comfort of their home without going to a premise already. Now we are implementing around 400 LGUs. Hopefully we can finish around 1,000 LGUs next year. So, yeah. There you go. So we have 1,600 LGUs. Most of the LGUs here are, if I may say, cannot afford to have their system. Around 30% of them, they have budget, but 70% of them, sometimes they do manual processing. And believe it or not, out of the 30% that they claim they have a system, either they have a super legacy system or they need already to upgrade their system because it's really, really old. But the ELGU is very flexible. If they have system, they can integrate. They don't need to change anything. Like Quezon City, they are now integrated also to our ELGU system. Yeah? So like San Juan, they are also integrated to our ELGU system. And other cities, if they have system. If they don't have any, they can use 100% the ELGU system. So they can avail that for free. So that, by the way, ELGU is an in-house develop of the ICT. So meaning this is developed in-house by our programmers in the ICT. So we don't have any contractor at all. Yeah, so, all right. E-travel, I'm sure you've used this, some of you. In the past, I'm sure while you're sleeping, someone will wake you up that you have to fill up an arrival card, right, before you arrive in the Philippines. And you have to fall in line. And sometimes naubusan ka ng papel. But now you don't have to use the paper document. You don't need to use the arrival card anymore. The One Health Pass, we removed One Health Pass. No tourism form anymore. No local airport form anymore. No seaport form anymore. Just one system called e-travel. And by the way, we will be removing also the customs form before the end of the year. That is the power of e-travel. And take note that the e-travel is linked directly to the e-gate system and linked also to immigration system. So meaning once you register to e-travel, from the airline, go straight to immigration officer. So once you scan the passport, all your information will pop up in front of the immigration officer. The reason why there's line in immigration officer before, because they are manually encoding things. They manually encoded the airline number, where you came from, where you're going, what airport you came from. So that's the problem in the past, because there was a lot of manual encoding. But because of the e-travel, we're able to automate that process. Okay? And we will be implementing this also to local airports soon. Okay, to make sure to help also tourism. And for the first time, this system is linked to Department of Transportation, Department of Tourism, Department of Health, Bureau of Customs, Bureau of Immigration, Department of Health, and Bureau of Quarantine. So single system for all. Yeah, so that's e-travel system. Okay. Okay. I skipped this part. I explained a while ago. Another accomplishment that we've done is so-called the eGovPay. We successfully pilot launched this. Don't you know that the collection system of the government was messed up already? When the EO170 was launched, all government agencies rushed into digital payments, right? They connected to multiple channels, API from banks, API from e-wallets, API for Visa, API from MasterCard, API from over-the-counter payments, API from different kinds of aggregators. It's okay. That's really a big help so that we can pay online. The problem is the government agency need to accept reports different ways. They have reports coming from this channel, reports from this channel, and they're having hard time now consolidating the reports. And every time they receive money, the Bureau of Treasury is now blinded. They don't know how much they collected. They don't know how much they collected from GCash, from Maya, from Alipay, from WeChat Pay, from BDO, from any other bank. So they're having a hard time. You see, they're able to innovate, they're able to accept online payments, but they forgot the back end. The collection system of the government is now actually suffering. Second one, they're not issuing official receipts anymore. So there's no accountability. That's why Bureau of Treasury is having a hard time, especially when COA, Commission on Audit, will come. They can no longer verify because it's bulk amount being monitored, not the per transaction anymore. Third one is the overpricing of convenience fees of the government. Fourth one is the complexity of maintenance of so many APIs. You see that the government now, before we arrived, there's a so-called PHPay of the government. So this is not new, by the way. We just rebranded PHPay from the past administration. We rebranded that into eGovPay. So luckily, we're able to sign agreement with Bureau of Treasury and Land Bank to initiate the eGov payment system. So this is already launched, and we plan to launch this in a nationwide scale, and our pilot will be in the Big Four. So we plan to launch this early next year, and we finished launching this to several NGAs and LGUs as well. Okay, so this is what happened in the past. So innovation sometimes is quite scary because as you innovate, you need a lot of dependencies. So as mentioned a while ago, government agencies are suffering from integration complexities. And the problem is the lack of transparency of collection is also missing. And even ARTA called our attention already that it's already possible that without us fixing this, this will be a big, big problem in the future. That's why the eGovPay will be a government as a service. So this will not compete with anyone. And this will also make banks, even fintech players, to save a lot of money. You know why? Because if you are a fintech player or a bank and you need to market one by one, right? You have your API, you go to government A, you give your API, government B, you give your API, you do individual integration, correct? And if you go to LGU, imagine 1,600 LGU, you go individually to LGUs to give your API, asking them to use the API. But if you are connected to eGovPay, once we integrate this to all LGUs and national government, you will be activated immediately. So meaning it will become a government as a service. You don't need any more to market. So this will give an equal share, an equal and fair opportunity to all fintech players to have to become a government payment channel. Okay? eGov Cloud is also one of our priority. That's why we're building our own. We have 2 data centers that we're building now. And the reason behind this is, in the past, the government is actually entertaining individually all government agencies to build their own. So imagine every agency, they have their own cloud services. They have their own data centers. They have their own servers. And then pag nahack sila, kami masisisi. We don't even manage their data. We don't even manage their cyber security because they are in their own. But now, using now the eGov Cloud services that we're launching, that we've launched recently, so it's a small scale, but next year, we will be activating our semi-blockchain technology. So we have 2 nodes now. Next year, we will have 3 nodes. And the eGov Cloud will power that one up. And take note, everything that we do now, it will be encrypted. So every time that we build a new data or a data schema, everything that we do in terms of database implementation, we ask them to encrypt all data now. National ID is encrypted. Even us, we can read it at all. And the decryptor is also a machine learning decryptor, so meaning not a human being can actually see it. So we need to protect the government externally and internally. Because hacking can be done external, hacking can be also done internal. So we need to protect both ways. And the eGov Cloud, powered by eGov Encrypt and eGov Blockchain, will be our tool. This project will start next year. But the eGov Cloud was launched already like 3 months ago. So this will cut a lot of not only red tape, but it will save us a lot of money. Because if you provide multiple projects, multiple data centers, we don't even know what to protect anymore. It's like building a house with so many doors, and in that door there are multiple holes and multiple windows. We don't even know what to do. But the eGov Cloud will simplify later on our process. But take note, we will not be the one to manage their data. They will maintain their own data. Okay. E-Report, we recently launched this in partnership with the ILG and PNP. So we successfully pilot this to San Juan. So people now can throw your complaints, your concerns. If you report for red tape, ARTA will receive your complaint. If you complain, maybe overpricing, DTI will receive the complaint. If you report for women abuse, the Philippine Commission of Women will receive the complaint. It's a decentralized activity, okay, to provide the people's feedback mechanism to Filipinos. If you report for crime, we tested this in San Juan. So someone reported a crime. I think 2 couples were fighting and they're almost killing each other. So their neighbor took picture and then report using the eGov super app. PNP, the nearest police station, the nearest patrol, okay, arrived on the premise, record-breaking of 1 minute and 30 seconds. So ang bilis. Pagdating ng police, huminto na silang mag-away. O at least na-prevent yung nagbubugbugan na mag-asawa, di ba? So you see, e-report is a very powerful tool, and we receive a message that we will be implementing this already to all metros, like Metro Manila, Cebu, Iloilo, and other BC cities. So, and PNP, they have now a central monitoring system with the geo-mapping tools. They can see now the police going to the victim. They can see the police going to the crime scene, real time. So this is actually a major accomplishment that we've done for crime busting and to protect the citizen. So not only for crime, you can report for scam, NTC, and CICC will receive the message. If you report for fire, the Bureau of Fire will also receive the message. The same technology, we just replicate this because that's the beauty of a foundation. Once you have that foundation, you can replicate that easily, multiple ways. So that's the e-report platform that we're able to build. Okay. I know that we're not perfect. You know, there's a lot of challenges. We know that we cannot do this in a year or 2. But what we're doing is we are implementing doable things. We're focusing more on the most implementable things. Me, myself, I came from the private. I wish we could privatize the government, but we cannot. But I believe that we can privatize its method. its doability. If we're able to privatize its methods, we're able to move faster. But the problem is, as we build things, sometimes it collapses because we forgot to build the foundation. These challenges inspires us to move further. That's why we build a lot of platforms that it can be used in a long-term manner. And thankfully, the President approved the creation of a single operating system for all government transactions. So during his SONA, we received also a presidential directive that all government agencies will be now integrated to a single platform called e-government app or the eGov app. Okay, so that's why we launched the eGov app last June. For 2022 to 2023, we're able to accomplish this and implemented its phase 1. So we're not saying it's still, we're still on its an enhancement. If you use the super app or eGov app, if you click national government, you can now apply for your passport, driver's license, permits, seafarer, and so on and so forth. In fact, if you click PhilHealth, you can now see your contribution for the first time. You can now see your benefits for the first time. You can see your premiums. If you're a government employee, if you click GSIS, for the first time, you can now see your premiums. You can see your contributions. You can see your loans. You can see your pension. You can see your benefits for the first time. That's the power of a foundation, an eGov foundation, without registering again and again and again. Imagine in the past, we have more than 600 websites and around 1,200 local government websites, and everyone is promoting their own website. People are confused. And phishing sites, ang dami. Di ba? You don't even know kung anong tama ng website ngayon. But using the eGov app, once you go and use the SSO mechanism, you'll be able now to access multiple government agencies without registering again and again. That's why we're able to launch successfully the so-called SSO, the single sign-on. Nilaunch natin yan November last year. Those are the foundational grounds of our e-government platform. We're able to launch also eKYC. If you use the app and try to lie about your information, you try to maybe change some of your information, or maybe put your real information and ask someone to register in behalf of you, our AI will be able to identify that you are not that person. The eKYC is a very powerful tool to remove and eliminate a lot of problems in the internet. The illegal activities like scams, phishing, smishing, vishing, there's a lot of scams nowadays. But this is a tool so that we're able to protect ourselves. That's why the government is helping not the community only, but also the business people to use. Banks can use this. In fact, if you go to e.gov.ph, it's live. API is there. You can consume it. We will be conducting multiple workshops soon so that banks can use it, so that you will have a direct access now, link query mechanism to the national ID, so that no one will register falsely, or maybe someone will just use false identity. Yeah? So e-travel is also part and integrated in it. E-jobs, in fact, if you use the super app, if you click jobs, you can now create your resume. And we are now building CHED system. We are co-developing a system. Once you click jobs and you click diploma, you can now access your diploma. You can now access your transcript of record. Yeah? This will kill the recto university. You know what I mean? The recto university. You can be a doctor for the next 10 minutes. Yeah? Imagine, nagpagod ka. Pero doon, 10 minuto lang, doktor ka na. Diba? So this is to protect the system. That's e-government as a service. Yeah? If you click health inside the super app, you'll be surprised. You can see the nearest hospital in preparation for the universal health care. That's why we're closely working together with PhilHealth and DOH. If you click vaccination certificate, you will be surprised. You can now see your vac cert immediately without accessing another website. So these are the beauty of a foundational approach, so that we're able to build whatever vertical on top of it. Yeah. We recently launched e-visa together with DFA, so that Chinese tourists, Indian visitors, they don't need anymore to go to New Delhi or to Bangalore, or if you're a Chinese, you have to travel individually to Shanghai, Xiamen, Guangzhou, bring your documents. Your intention is just to visit the Philippines. Yeah? Now, you can sit down, relax. You are in the comfort of your home. You can apply for your e-visa, and a couple of minutes, you'll have your e-visa with you. Now you can buy your ticket. You can now visit the Philippines as a tourist. This to amplify also the effort of Department of Tourism to bring more tourists here in the Philippines. You see, technology is not just innovation. Technology will create more jobs, will create more additional livelihood to people. It's an enabler. We are focusing more on banking, but the problem is they don't even have money to save in the bank. We're focusing more on financial inclusion. Yeah, they might open an account, but they might use it once, twice, because they don't have money to put in their bank. That's why technology can be used to provide more jobs, to provide more livelihood, so that people will have more money, so that they can now save to the banks, so that we'll have more financial inclusion moving forward. Okay? And we have more plans, ladies and gentlemen. 2024 to 2026, we listed the big activities on the right side. The e-tourism, Department of Tourism is building their own system. And once they're done, we will integrate this to the eGov platform again. E-health, we've done two things already. But the Department of Health and PhilHealth, they are very active. So they will be integrating more. Imagine using the super app. If you enter a certain premise, or using your EMR, electronic medical record, or your national ID, you don't need anymore to submit documents for you to have discounts, because you have insurance, you have health insurance. Just show your QR code. Once they scan it, they already knew that, you are already paid in your PhilHealth, so you have now PhilHealth benefits. Yeah? E-commerce is also part of this. In fact, if you use the super app now, if you click buy and eat, it's like a mini Shopee or a mini Grab food inside it. This to promote local products, because every time we buy online now, we buy foreign products. This will empower also local products, so that we Filipinos were able to, patronize also our own products, to support our merchants as well. E-services, e-apostille, we started doing this already, so that you don't need to fall in line to DFA just to get the authentication of your documents. So linking directly to CHED, and CHED to all schools and universities, so that you're able to get your diploma electronically and your transcript of record electronically. Yeah, we conducted multiple workshops also with BSP, and we're happy to announce that we're merging our strength, so that we're able to amplify more benefits to not only to banks, but also to OPS holders, e-money license holders, to make sure that they're able to maximize the use of the e-government platform, and so on and so forth. Okay? Yeah. So we intend to have around 50 million users, okay, in the next 2 years. Surprisingly, without promotion, we already have million user. And take note, natutuwa kami, we're able to overtook LinkedIn. So eGov Super App now is number 2. Yeah, so imagine, thank you. Imagine a single person, habang nagme-merienda, habang nagkakape, national ID niya nandun, mag-a-apply ng trabaho, titingnan ang PhilHealth niya, ang GSIS niya, ang pag-ibig niya, ang SSS niya, mag-a-apply ng passport, driver's license, using a single app. For the first time, hopefully, Estonia is also coming in. They're visiting us. When we presented this to Estonia, they said they are the #1 digitalized country. But when we presented what we've done, hindi kami po nagsabi, silang nagsabi. So take note po, hindi po ako ang nagsabi, sila nagsabi. Ang sabi nila is, let's not discriminate anymore Filipinos, that they are low-tech. They are not. They are top of the line already. And hopefully, that's the vision of Rebecca, to become the first world country. Why sometimes we're so ashamed of accepting that Filipino technology are superb. Filipino technologies are top of the line. And we need to accept that fact already. Let's not discriminate ourselves, right? So the eGov PH app is actually a map where a certain Filipino, imagine if you go to a certain foreign place, the first thing that you will get is a map, correct? So once you're holding the map, you know block A is health, block B is finance, block C is trade, block. So there's already blocks in it. Once you click that block, you're able to see and enjoy all the benefit for that. We implemented also AI, by the way, using our app. Not only the face recognition, but it is also analyzes your interest. Let's say you don't have jobs. Let's say you don't even travel. Why you need to show you e-travel if you never travel? Yeah, so you can go to a button, but it will not give you. But if you are a frequent traveler, the e-travel will pop up. If you don't have jobs, the system will also show you that you can build your resume so that the government can do job matching. We partnered with Dole and CHED. Imagine that as you put, let's say, job openings, the system will immediately search and then notify you immediately so that it will provide you opportunity to apply for a certain job. So these generative AIs can be implemented also moving forward. We also build our own eGov AI linking to ChatGPT. But right now it's being used by leaders so that they can create their speeches or those normal things. By the way, recently the president approved the transfer of the digital ID to the ICT. That's why in your phone, sino rito ang meron ng card na 1, 2, dalawa lang? Sino rito ang may papel? Mas marami. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sino rito ang walang card, wala ding papel? Oh, mas marami. Imagine you've been waiting for like 2 years and until now you don't have the plastic. But good news, guys. You don't need to wait for the card. You don't need to wait for the paper document. Pag finold mo yun, mabubura na yung yung QR code. Just use your phone. Download eGov app, okay? And I will encourage you to lie first about your information. You try to lie about your information. Or maybe try to put real information, but you ask your friend to register in behalf of you. Please help us test the system, okay? And the system should know that you are not that person. And then, right after you lie and after the system detected that you are not the person, now you can enter your information. You will be surprised. You can access your national ID already, and you can use your phone as your ID already wherever you go. Diba? Okay, so there you go. So there's a lot of use cases using the super app. So this will now simplify a lot of processes to national government. Imagine you don't need anymore to submit document multiple times to government agency. You need to submit again or fill up a form or fill up your first name, your last name, your middle name, and then give another ID again and again. Gone are the days that manual encoding of information. Local government units can benefit. Job creation will be there. Health empowerment is also there. Empowerment to finance, e-commerce, and online payments is also there. And social protection and amelioration. We're working closely with DSWD. And we are now integrating the eGov platform, also DSWD. You see, so this is the beauty if we're able to fix the foundation. If you go to BGC, what you notice, you cannot find any wires, right? Like all those spaghetti electricity wires. You cannot find and you'll never experience flooding, right? Because you're able to fix the elevation of the land. All the drainages, the sewerages are all fixed before they build buildings. If you go to other cities that has spaghetti wires, because what happened was, nauna yung mga buildings before inayos, okay, yung mga infrastructure. Sa BGC, if you go there, not to promote BGC, but if you go there, you'll be surprised, bakit kaya walang kuryente na nakakalat-kalat? Walang mga wires. Ba't walang mga tubo-tubo or walang mga nakalitaw na kanal-kanal? Because they're able to fix the foundation before building vertical buildings on it. And every building that will be built in BGC will benefit from that foundation. And that is the e-government platform that we're able to build. So thank you so much. I have another 1,000 pages, but I don't want to take a lot of your... But I'm really glad that you invited us, and congratulations again. And the ICT is here as your partner, as your enabler, and everyone is welcome. We assembled a team called the Partners and Vendors Assessment Team in the ICT. You're willing to visit us? I have a team to evaluate all technology that you guys have, and then we don't want to reinvent the wheel. If you guys have, we use it. Yeah, we don't want to repeat it or else we're gonna waste a lot of time. So maraming salamat. Mabuhay po ang Pilipinas.